Okay, so welcome to our live broadcast. I'll try to share my screen. If you're in here, welcome. Happy. Today is not Democracy Day in Nigeria, right? I think it's just a handover day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me try to add my media. No, I'm not getting that right. Just a moment. Okay, so I think I've seen it. Welcome if you're just joining. If you're just joining, welcome. We'll start in a minute or two. I just want to get everything set. Thank you for being here. So this is our monthly PMP Q&A session, the question and answer session. I'm so glad you're able to make this. If you're watching this on replay, you're also welcome. Please comment below, where you're watching us from. So I would try to make sure that I see my second screen on YouTube. So let me take a look at it. So that I'm sure everything is fine and we're all good and clear. If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the comments. If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the comments. Thank you. Okay. So let me check to be sure. Okay, I think everything is perfect from where I'm, streaming from. I'm taking a look at my phone, just to be sure that everyone can hear. And then some notifications to my groups. We are live. So we'll just kick off quickly, hang around. We're about to kick off. Hang around. Okay. So one more notification and we are good to go. Okay. All right, so without further ado, we would go into today's Q&A session. There is an update you just need to know if you're writing the PMP exam, anytime soon. So welcome to the May 29th Q&A event, and I'm so glad you're here. So quick introductions. If you're meeting us for the first time, would like to know what you do, why do you want to earn the PMP certification, the Project Management Professional certification? When do you plan to get certified? 2023, 2024, 2025? Yes, some people may have it, as a future plan. So tell us in the comments, have you tried the exams before? How was it for you? Any challenges with those that are preparing, and so on. So welcome once again. This is our YouTube edition of our monthly Q&A. So quick introductions. My name is Ojuga Jungwa. I'm a co-founder at Right Track Consulting for the past 15 years. My roles have been in project management consulting, training, IT software implementation, digital marketing, and managing of our corporate events. So as an educator, I've taught over 7,500 plus people in various capacities in over 12,000 hours with clients in again, over 15 countries of the world. I authored a book, Lessons Learned Managing Projects in Nigeria. It's on Amazon. And then A Day in a Life of a Project Manager alongside other project managers across the world. So these books are available on Amazon. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn, on our company's Instagram handle and Facebook handles. Thank you so much for coming into our space, and so on. So why is the PMP certification important? The PMP now indicates to the industry when you gain it that you're serious about the field and that you're investing in yourself, that you're aware of all these tools because you understand there is a guide called the Pinball guide. So that's why the certification is important. It singles you out of the crowd, and makes the hiring manager, or the decision maker, the recruiter, know that, oh, this person is really focused on making sure that projects are successful most of the time. All right, so this is me. I'm a member of the PMI, the Project Management Institute in the US. They are actually the ones that award the PMP certification, and they've been doing so for quite a while now. The institute has been there since 1969, and they're still growing. So much more has happened, after they introduced the PMP. There are other certifications. There is the Agile Certified Professional. Of course, there is also the CAPM, the Certified Associate in Project Management, which is like a junior to the PMP, especially if you're new out of school. That is a good point to start from. There is also the Portfolio Management Professional, Program Management Professional, and so on. But our focus in this Q&A is the PMP, the Project Management Professional certification. So I myself am also certified since 5th of February 2009. This is what the certificate looks like. So this is what you would get, once you complete your certification and so on. So these are some of what our clients at Right Track Consulting say about what we do. I don't want to read all of that out, but I'll pause for a moment. Okay, so that is that, and I would continue. So a bit of housekeeping. Please turn off notifications on your phones, your TV set, get a journal, and get ready to have a valuable conversation. I hope you can hear me. Let me do a bit of check again on our YouTube channel just to be sure everything is clear. Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, Pius, for being here. I just wanted to be sure my volume was fine, and we'll take it from there. All right. So please turn off things that will distract, and let's continue with our conversation. So the PMP and CAPM exams, they're both written online, since the pandemic. It's provided by the Pearson VUE. You can also write from home or your office as far as you're sure that you have stable internet. Then the exam category for PMP is people 42%, process 50%, business environment 8%. So the questions are 180, formerly 200. The time slots, was 240 minutes, is now 230 minutes. You can find more details when you visit pmi.org. So that's the website. So create an account. It's free for you to create an account. Look around the site and start getting used to it, especially if you have this on your goal in the next 6 months. So some updated information for membership exams. recently PMI switched back to the 555 for exam fees for non-members, and then members 284, membership $99. So you could go the route of paying for membership and then have your exam fees subsidized, or you could just, go ahead and pay for, the exam without becoming a member. Both routes are legit. So again, this is what you would see as the exam content outline, and at Right Track Consulting, that is what we cover. We have a 5-day program that covers all of this. We also do this online live and then online self-paced, depending on your schedule, how busy you are, how much time you have to prepare, and so on. So these are some free resources. You could take a screenshot of this, and save for later. All right. Okay. I believe you've done that. You could pause this if you're on replay and then, take a screenshot and then access them later. So what are they? Your weekly study planner, so that every week you have a focus of, okay, these are the things I want to study, and get used to, So by the time you're doing this, I usually tell people 6 to 8 weeks, you could actually be prepared for this exam. Then how to apply for the new format exam. There's also a link and a video walkthrough. And these are some mock tests, sites that you could see questions, so that you even see what these questions actually look like in real world. So this is the Pinball guide. It's now in its 7th edition. And guess what? It's a reference for the exam. It's not the exam material. We talked about the exam material, the exam content outline, that I showed you just a few minutes ago. So this is the Pinball guide, great material, and you could buy this off PMI or on Amazon. So again, a copy of my book, Lessons Learned Managing Projects, it's on promo, and you can get an instant automatic download on that link, wherever you may be. You don't need to be in Nigeria, where I'm streaming from, and you can access it. So it references stories from over 40 project managers sharing their own take on projects they handled, north, south, east, and west, of Nigeria, so that if you're coming into Nigeria to execute a project, you actually have something handy, that can help you, gauge our terrain and understand a bit of the cultural things, that could happen when you operate your projects in Nigeria. All right, so let's head over to the part B of today's event. So this is where we practice questions. So I would allow you to walk. For each one, I would allow 1 minute, or let's say I'm putting my timer on. So let's say 70 seconds, for each question, because that's how it is in the real world, 70 seconds per question. 70 seconds per question is just more than enough for you to answer the 180 questions we mentioned earlier. All right, so you now go, and I would set my timer. Once it hits 70 seconds, I go to the next question, and then would review our answers at the end. So we go now. All right, so the second question now. All right, so the third question. So remember, we are timing 70 seconds per question, just to get you exam ready. Okay. Question 4. Remember, we have 10 questions, so you have 6 more to go. Okay, so we head over to question 5. We're 50% in with the questions. So we'll review the answers once we're done. Okay. Remember, you don't leave spaces in the exam. Make sure you answer, every single question. Really important. You could even eliminate 2 answers that would never be the answers, and then you move forward from there. All right, question 6. Okay, so we're almost there. Let's take a look at question 7. So 3 more questions to go. Remember, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please feel free to subscribe right now. Please click the subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, so we're getting set for question 8. All right, so question 8. Remember, when you're practicing questions yourself, make sure that you time yourself. It would help you get exam ready. Okay, so get set for question 9. 2 more questions to go. I'm rooting for you. Go, keep going, keep going. Okay, so question 9. Okay, so we just have 1 more question to go, and then we take a look at our answers. You tick yourself, you don't need to tell us what you scored, but if you're in any of our WhatsApp groups or support groups, feel free to tell us, and then you can highlight areas you think you need more help with for past clients. Okay. Okay, so we chose a lot of questions in Agile because, a lot of questions do come out of Agile, in the real exam. So you want to be used to it. So a lot of practice questions in Agile was what we focused on in this edition. All right, last question. Okay, so sometimes people also ask, is there a pass mark to all of this? You want to, be able to have above targets in people, process, and environment, because if you do, you've passed the exam, so aim for above targets. Most people also suggest maybe around 61%. But if you notice on your practice exams that you're always having, 70, 80, 85, 90, your exam ready, you can go ahead and write your exams. So let's head over to the answers. Thanks for participating. So please take a note of the answers. Tick yourself. If you had 100%, I have a gift for you. Comment below and, we'll get your gift across to you, a digital gift at that. All right, thank you so much. So I would go through the questions again, just to be sure the answers are clear to you. So let me allow a few more minutes. Tick yourself, and then we go from there. Okay, so let's head back to the first question. The answer says, okay, what the difference between product and project scope? Product scope, the answer is A. Product scope refers to features and functions, just like this mug. What's the future? What's the function? There are colors to it and all of that. And then there is a flap, that you could drink from. But then project scope refers to the entire work that needs to be done to create that end product. So the product scope just describes what you want to create. I hope that is clear. Second question, what's the purpose of Moscow? Must have, should have, could have, and won't have at this time. What's the purpose of it? The answer is C, to prioritize user stories based on their importance and their urgency. Question 3, what's the primary benefit of using an agile approach to project management? B, increase stakeholder satisfaction and collaboration. Always remember, agile has to do with, you want to make sure you're capturing, what the stakeholder wants, so that at the end of the day is what they want that you've created for them. Question 4, what is a sprint in agile project management? What is a sprint? So it's a PB, a period of time during which the team works on a set of project tasks and deliverables. So that's a sprint. Question 5. What is the purpose of a sprint retrospective in agile project management? So the B is the answer, so that you identify, areas for improvement, make adjustments to the team's process so that in the next sprint, you do better. So this is like looking back and then looking forward to do better. Question 6. What is a product backlog in agile project management? Product backlog, just think about a checklist, all the things you're supposed to do. So the right answer is A, a prioritized list of project tasks and deliverables. So all that you need to do, to create in that particular project. Question 7, what is T-shirt sizing in agile project management used for? T-shirt sizing. The answer is B. You're using it to, just like T-shirts have small, medium, large, extra large, XXL, and so on. You want to prioritize user stories based on their business value. So you want to choose the ones that have a huge impact on the value the business would be bringing to the table. Question 8, what is the purpose of the Fibonacci sequence in agile project management? So the Fibonacci sequence is a mathematical, concept. So the right answer is B. You're using it to determine the order in which user stories should be developed. What is the order in which user stories should be developed? So that's what it's used for. Question 9, What is the purpose of a backlog grooming session in Agile project management? A, to review and update the product backlog, adding new stories and then refining existing ones. Backlog grooming. So that means you go through what you've written down before, add new ones, refine the ones that something may have changed around, and so on. Then the last question, what's the role of the product owner in Agile project management? C, to represent the voice of the customer and prioritize the product backlog. So the product owner sits with the customer to make sure that what the customer wants is represented in what the team is creating. So how was this for you? I hope you did well. All right, so questions, feedback. If you have your own questions, please always come on live when we have this Q&A with your questions. Would really love to engage with you. But you could also drop your questions beneath the video in the comment section. Thank you so much for participating in this May's edition. In June, we should be having this on the, let's say, the 23rd of June. 2023 would hint you if you're in any of our groups at that time for the event. So June 23rd, and the time is 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Thank you so much for participating. You can reach out to us on our WhatsApp support line. When you train with us, be sure of support and accountability, and then we have certain upcoming classes, the classroom sessions from the 3rd of June. Our online lives happen Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from the 1st of June to the 27th. And then our online self-paced program is on demand. You can start as early as today, when you enroll. So enroll for details with the link showing on your screen if you have not gone through training or you need a refresher. So thank you so much for participating, and do have a lovely rest of the day. And to Nigerians, congratulations on voting in a new government. We wish them well, and we pray for God's grace and favor and mercy as they continue on the journey ahead. God bless you.